Welcome to this week's edition of the Wheels and Deals Community Spotlight, brought to you by Wheels and Deals of Pomeroy and the Meigs Independent Press.
Hi, I'm Carrie Rose, the Meigs Independent Press, and we're here again for another week of Wheels and Deals Community Spotlight. Each week we feature something that's going on in the community, an organization, an event, or just some information to help the community. So today I'm here with Janice and Christy, and they're going to talk a little bit about a ministry that's been going on in Chester. And I know that you've been working with Hearts and Hands, thrift store. So tell me a little bit about it and how it got started.
Okay, it got started about 25 years ago, and Jill Holder is the one that started it in her home, and it was a free pantry, and then she closed it down about 13 years after she had started it. Her husband passed away, and then she got with Bethel, and Bethel and her decided that they would turn it into a thrift store. And so when we sell our product down there, then we use that money to buy Christmas gifts for the local children in Meigs County. And last year we were able to buy 151 children Christmas presents.
Well, that's amazing, and that's just from. And I know you guys don't charge a whole lot.
No.
But it's all in donation. People donate items.
Yes.
Now, if somebody wants to donate an item or donate clothing or anything, you take household items?
Oh, yes. We take anything, and we need household items right now. So we have a room that we have clothing and shoes, things like that in it. And then we have another room where we have the household items.
So if somebody wants to donate, what should they do?
Okay, we're there sorting. We're working on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. And then Thursdays, we're open from 10 until 2, and Saturday we're open 10 to 12. So any of those times you can drop off whatever you have. We take anything.
And that doesn't just, that helps out people that, they're able to go in and get things that they need or they want, and then turn around and then help kids in the community have a good Christmas.
Oh, yes.
So that's got to be an amazing blessing to be able to be a part of such a program like that. And so how do you guys do Christmas as far as, because the holidays aren't coming up?
Right. We have, every year, we have a sign up for a week, the first week of October. And then we take calls, and we sign them up. Now, we will take a few people later if they're really in a desperate situation, but we also, on the day that we hand out these gifts to the parents, we have a sale, and it's a very reasonable sale. And this year it'll be in the gymnasium in Chester, the old school, and they can come in and shop, not only pick up the free gifts, but they can shop very reasonable. We go the day after Christmas, buy new things, and then we sell them sometimes for not even what we paid for them. And then we have people that donate very good toys. We clean them, bag them, and we put them out also. So, and they're very reasonable too. But they've been given to us, and we just, if they're all there and everything looks nice, then we bag them and we put them out too.
So anybody that, if they want to have more information, do you have a Facebook page or a way to contact?
Well, you can call Bethel Church, and then they will pass you on to me.
Okay. And that's Bethel Worship Center.
Yes.
It's just outside of Chester.
Yes.
Okay. And you work with?
I work with the Manna and More Food Pantry. I took the food pantry over from Janice and Jill 4 years ago. They were needing some help, and I volunteered, and then I volunteered to take over for them. So it's been 4 years, and we provide food for people in the Eastern Local School District. We have a food distribution once a month on the third Tuesday of the month from 10:30 to noon.
So if somebody is food insecure, and that is a really big issue, it's a huge issue for Appalachia, but it's a huge issue here in Meigs County. If they are in need, how do they find out? How do they get in contact with your program?
Honestly, it's been a lot of word of mouth because the word gets out, and they just can. There's also signs on the door at Chester that if they would happen to go there, they can see what the hours are and things like that. But they could just show up on distribution day and sign in.
So, if somebody has, do you take donations for food, or how does that work?
Yes, our Bethel Church, they fund it basically.
Mm-hmm.
They fund it each month. I go do the shopping and we bring the food in, but also we run a lot on donations. We can't really do without donations for the amount of people that we have coming. So yes, food donations. Again, you can call Bethel Church and they'll put you in contact with me to make donations too. We take monetary donations and food donations as well.
And we'll have that in the post. So if you want to get more information on Bethel Worship Center and some of the ministries that they have going on through there, we'll put that contact information in there so that you can find it. But I'm sure you can easily find it looking up their Facebook page or just Googling them, and you should be able to find Bethel. But so what is it like, because you're volunteering, and we have a problem in this country with volunteering. I mean, it used to be at one point, I can remember, when I was growing up, I remember, the PTO was in the PTA, there was so many people involved. There used to be people volunteering for everything. Work schedules change, life changes. Things have happened, and we don't have people that volunteer, especially to a dedicated program long term. So tell me a little bit about what that's like, as far as that commitment to volunteer, and what that's been. What has it meant to you?
I didn't think that I would take over this food pantry. When I volunteered to help them, I told my husband I'm just going to help because I don't have a lot of time for this. But when I went down and I did help them, the Lord just kind of spoke to me and said, "This is what I want you to do. I want you to take yourself out and put yourself in this volunteer position, and because it's not comfortable for you." So, but I have a volunteer myself, and it's my husband. He runs it with me. He does just as much work as I do as well. But yeah, we volunteer because our patrons make it worth it to us. They are who we're here to serve, and that's where God put us. So.
And so you get something out of it, even though you don't really get any. I mean, you're not paid to do it. It's just you, but you get blessed out of doing it, and that's something that I think that people miss out on when you don't volunteer in some capacity. And what has your experience been volunteering?
We've had people in and out. The people that can come and work, some of them have been with us for years. And then when something happens, they have to go to work or they have to take care of kids, then the Lord just sends people in. It's like He knows what we need and who we need, and we end up getting the people that we need to do the job.
So you have Meigs Countyans right here. It's another story of Meigs Countyans helping Meigs Countyans. And that's one of the things we wanted to do with Community Spotlight. And we talked with Wheels and Deals to be able to do this. That was one of the things we wanted to do, was spotlight good things that were happening in Meigs County. Yes, it's sad that people need to have, that extra help. They need to have, they experience food insecurity and things. But we also have people that are here that are trying to help one another and trying to do good things. So is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Is there as far as any kind of, do you have any events coming up, or do you have anything in particular that you, okay?
We do have, this sale that I was talking about is on December the 5th between 10 and 12, and anyone can come to that sale. And that's the money that we use to go out the day after Christmas, and we start all over again with our buying. And we do that all year long. So as soon as the sale is over, we've got a few weeks and we're right back at it.
Again.
And our distribution is coming up. It'll be the third Tuesday. And for Thanksgiving and Christmas, we make sure that every family that we serve gets a Thanksgiving meal and a Christmas meal at Christmas time. So again, just in the Eastern School District we serve, and we appreciate all the Thanksgiving donations. Our church family and the community as well. We have people in our community who will call and say, hey, what do you need this month? What can I do for you? So yeah, it's just amazing.
That's amazing. Again, if you have any interest in being able to help out with that, we'll have the contact information in the post there. Get a hold of Bethel Worship Center. If you are in need and you qualify for their programs, we get a hold of them and see what they might be able to do. But you can always go out to the thrift store.
Yes.
So anybody can shop the thrift store. So that's hard to say. Thrift store. So if you have any more information or any questions or anything, just get a hold of Bethel Worship Center, and they'll be able to help you out with that and direct you where you need to go, and maybe you'll get a couple volunteers out of it.
That would be great.
So if you have a little bit of time, maybe you'd like to be able to help out, I'm sure that they could use you. So again, thank you for coming on, and thank you for talking about all this, and thank you for volunteering and helping out your neighbor.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And again, this is Carrie Rose with Wheels and Deals Community Spotlight here in their beautiful showroom. And we'll be back again next week with another local story of Meigs County, Ohio.